Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and we're going to take a look at the Droid Xyboard 10.1. This is Motorola's latest tablet, and it has a dual-core 1.2 gigahertz processor, 1 gig of RAM, and this has 32 gigs built in. It's a little pricey at $629 on a 2-year contract, or I believe it's $800 without a contract. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look. It's supposed to have a nice 1280 by 800 IPS display, 4G connectivity. Here's the SIM card, 4G connectivity, and Corning Gorilla Glass on the front. Really heavy-duty device. And then it's supposed to be coated in a liquid-resistant coating similar to Liquipel or something like that. So here's the covering itself. Let's move this aside and then we'll take a look at what's in the box. So in the box here we have, well, I'm not sure what we have. Let's go ahead and open it up. See what we've got. It looks like a strap of some kind or a clip. So here's a clip here that I'm not really sure what we'll use for, but we'll look at it after. And here we have some paperwork. Let's see what we've got. So start here. We have some important consumer information and product safety and warranty. Here we have a stylus with a battery in it, so that should be interesting. So we'll open that up here in a moment. I'll set that aside, and that looks like maybe it's for the stylus now that I see that. And then here's the plug itself. It's a micro USB, which is great. You can see here on the previous versions they have a proprietary little wall plug that looks like it's going to break. And then we just have a micro USB to USB sync cable. So let's go ahead and set this stuff aside and look at the tablet itself. Now the tablet itself, like I said, is a little pricey, but that gives you connectivity to 4G, which is always nice. So if we can open it up here. There we go. And it's got a nice camera, 5 megapixel in the back, 1.3 megapixel in the front. And then here's the front. So it's showing you where everything is. And on the front, on the side here, we have volume up and down. Oh, it's kind of on the back. Volume up and down, power, sleep wake button. Let's see on the top. Privacy LED, notification LED, webcam, headphone jack. So you can see the headphone jack on the top there. On this side, nothing. On the bottom, we have our HDMI out, and then we have a micro USB. Under here, we have our SIM card slot, it looks like. Yep, it's off to the side. We'll put that in there in a moment. And then we have a little fiber from something. And then that's pretty much it. Overall, it feels really heavy-duty. The zoom was really heavy-duty, felt great in the hand, and was a really nice tablet, but a little bit thick, I thought. Now on the back it says designed and engineered by Motorola in China, blah blah blah. I'll leave that there for now, but you can see the back looks really nice, accented by the black, and it's really nice to see Motorola kind of doing their own tablet look. It says HD video. On the back we have 2 speakers. Let's go ahead and get the SIM card here and put that in and then see what it's like to actually use the device for a moment. Now it runs Gingerbread. If I could get this open, there we go. It actually runs Gingerbread, which is a bit of a disappointment, but they do say that it's upgradable to Ice Cream Sandwich. It says that right when you buy it, so they want you to know that it's a little bit future-proof there, I think. So we'll set that aside. SIM card goes in the bottom. Let's see if we can slide this away here, and it shows it goes in like this. And if I can hang on to it, it's a micro SIM, so it's pretty tiny. There we go. It clips into place. Let's pull this screen protector off here. It's Gorilla Glass, should be pretty good. And let's go ahead and turn it on with this button here. Dual core, like I said, has nice internal RAM, and should be plenty. 32 gigs is a good amount. Let's see here. Yeah, I looked for a SIM card or a SD card slot. Let's watch it boot up here. Nice display. Looks really nice. I'm not sure I like all the crazy Droid stuff. I kind of like the way some of the other phones have done it, but it's interesting. And welcome. So honeycomb's really nice for any that haven't used it. The screen looks a little bit reflective, but that's kind of typical. It's activating now. Let's go ahead and open this stylus here. Haven't used a stylus in a long time. That's kind of interesting. But it's got a battery, so that's pretty neat. Should do some extra features that way. So the stylus itself is nice. I think it's probably going to connect via Bluetooth or something. Feels nice. It's neat. Pops apart, and there's where the battery goes in. Let's see if we can get that in place while we're waiting for activation here. And they've wrapped this in kind of a needless amount of wrapping. Let's see if we can pull this apart. This is in there. There we go. There we go. Can take a few minutes to activate, so figured we'd give it a few minutes. We'll get things together here, and then we'll go from there and see what it looks like once it's activated. Let me get this together, and there's our stylus. So we'll take a look at that in just a moment. I've just finished setting up the Droid Xyboard. It actually backed up my data, and here you can see there's the home screen. So let's go ahead and unlock, and there's the screen itself. The screen looks really nice. It's actually updated to look like the Razor, kind of, with the different squared icons. Looks kind of nice. Now, the stylus that came with it will work, but you have to actually specify it to work. We'll take a look at some of these things in a different time, but we'll go here, and then there should be some settings, wherever those are. Here we go. There's settings. And then we want to select touch input method. So let me see if I can find that here. Language and input, input, voice input, keyboard settings, input method selector. Okay. So it's supposed to be actually under languages and input, and then keyboard settings. So let's see, keyboard, external keyboard settings, I guess. Yeah, not that. Well, there we go. So input method selector, select input, my script stylus. Let's see if we can do that. So the stylus should be selected to work. I'm not sure I'll like this, but let's see what we have here. Oh, it works. Let's go back home, and we can scroll. So should we want to go into a browser, signing into Google, okay, that's fine. We'll go here. It works pretty well. The interesting thing is, this looks a little bit different, but the interesting thing is it won't just work on like an iPad. It's not a capacitive touch sensor, so I don't know if it's talking via Bluetooth or what. But I'll take a look at that in a little more depth later. I did use the touchscreen to input some of my settings. It worked really nice. And overall, the actual display and everything looks really, really nice. So it's interesting that you know, this is a different take on a tablet. It doesn't blatantly look like an iPad or anything. It has these nice curved corners. Feels really nice to hold as it's rubberized on the side, and looks good overall. Once we have ice cream sandwich on the tablet, it'll be really nice to use. And there's no available updates, but that might be because of my connection. It does say I have a 3G connection, but then no internet connection, so I'll have to take a look at that a little bit further. But overall, it looks really nice. The Xyboard looks like a really decent tablet. Like I said, a little bit pricey on contract, but if you love Android and you like their tablet devices and things, this might be the way to go for you. See, it's not really working that well sometimes, and I've read that. But I'll take a look at that in depth a little bit later after testing it out. Now, if you have any questions or comments about the Xyboard, please go ahead and place those in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Other than that, though, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.